has been asked a lot of things, and we say, hell no! So take me back to that very first gay scene that you did. For sex scene.
The very first gay scene?
Yeah. Like, where was your mind? Were you nervous?
I got to think back to my first gay scene.
There's been so many.
There has been quite a few. Yeah, I was nervous. You know, it was hard for me to focus. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was scared. I had the normal fears of anybody would have. You know, what will people think? What will they say?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys won't believe who's here and who approves. Aaron's mother is here, Pam, and she actually approves of what her son does. Stand on up, Pam. Stand on up. Hi. Hi. So I find it so interesting that you approve of what your son does. Tell me, and I'm not even talking about the gay part, I'm just talking about the porn part. Like, when he came to you and said he was doing this, how do you accept this as his mom?
Well, it's not really the job that I accept. It's that I accept him for everything, no matter if it's good or bad, or whether I would personally do it. Well, but that's what he wants to do.
Have you ever seen his?
I know, no.
Never seen his movies. I can imagine being a mom and seeing and just freaking out and never being able to look at your son and say.
I think that's why he told me before he ever shot anything. He came and told me, because I think we've always been really close and very honest, and I think so that I wouldn't get that shell shock. I think he came straight out and told me before he ever did anything, just because we've always had that really close relationship. So I've always told him that whatever he does, as long as he is happy. I mean, how can you as a mom not say, well, I'm going to pick a career and that's not it, even though
what would you have wished he did for a living?
Well,
you could have your way.
Could go to any college that he wants, because he's a really, really, really intelligent child, and he could go to any college he wants, and I was hoping he would have been a lawyer. And at 40, you're not going to look that good. So I'm hoping that he still follows his dreams to go to college, because he has wanted to do that. So I'm hoping that's what we will do. So
what do you think, Aaron? Do you ever think you'll be a lawyer?
I'm switching majors. I don't want to finish out my law degree. I want to go back to being commercial diving, underwater welding, and underwater photography. I love
when do you
those.
think you'll stop? When do you think you'll stop?
When do I think I'll stop?
Yeah, your mom said when you're 40, your body's not going to look.
Well, I'll either stop filming porn whenever I finish my degree, or I'll meet a woman that I marry.
We'll be right back. We're talking to straight men who make their living as gay porn stars, and now we're getting to bartenders, straight bartenders who work in gay bars. So I'm going to start with you, Julio. So, Julio,
yes,
you are a bartender, and you get more money because you work in the gay bar.
Of course.
Okay, and Victor, you were saying to my producers that a straight bartender is in a straight bar is like an extra, and a straight bar in a gay bar is like a star, like the star of a movie. What does that mean?
Well, when you're in a straight club as a straight bartender, women and men are coming up to you, and most times out of none, the man who's spending the money is going to go to the woman bartender.
Oh.
So when you're in a gay club, all your liabilities become assets. You're really like, people are chasing you with cash. I mean, my hardest job is really trying to leave the place at night.
Really? Because the guys are all after you. What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you in a bar with the guys coming on to you?
There was a guy that came to the club, and he was a very rich guy, and he actually offered me $40,000 to sleep with him that night.
$40,000?
Yes, $40,000.
And were you gay for pay that night?
No, I was not.
You were not?
No.
Okay. Let me go to Corey. What's the craziest thing ever happened to you, Corey, at being a bartender in a gay bar? Straight guy in a gay bar.
The list goes on. I have so many stories. This gentleman he had a boot fetish. And I'm behind, serving him drinks all night. He said, I will give you $100 if I can lick the bottom of your boot. My reaction exactly, So I just thought he was joking around. So let me feel this guy out. Put my boot right up on top of the bar there, threw down a $100 bill, grabbed it, just licked it like 3 times.
And you didn't even have to make him a drink. You just did that. Okay, Julio, what about you?
Well, I had a guy, he was in there for a long time, And he said, I'll give you $10,000 for you to just spend the night with me, and we could just take it up from there. And I personally couldn't do that. I have a beautiful wife, you know, I have a beautiful fiance, but I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. So, I have to ask you guys, do the customers know that you're straight?
Yeah, actually, I'm straight up with everybody. I tell them, you know, I have nothing to hide from anybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be straight up with all the people that I usually know. And if they ask, I'll say I'm straight. You know, I have, if I were gay at any point in my life, I would know between these 2 years that I was bartending.
Yeah.
And I'm totally 100% straight.
Now, Corey, are you completely honest with them? Or I have a feeling I can tell by your body language. You're like, child, what they don't know won't hurt them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
But that's not something you want to come out and just say to people when you first meet them, like, hey,
Of course,
I'm
you don't
straight.
wanna parade that.
You know what I mean? If it's somebody who you don't know, you kind of want to give them a little bit of hint that maybe he might have that chance and keep flirting with them continuously throughout the night. You got to get paid. You know what I mean?
So you flirt with the guys and you're straight? How do you do that?
It's your job.
Do you wink and stuff?
Oh, yeah, of course. But, you know, I'm comfortable with myself to know when I leave that bar, I know what time it is.
Yeah.
And
so it's the same thing that girl bartenders do. They flirt and they do all that with the guys.
I mean, it's a little weird at first. You kind of, you got to figure it out. You know
do they
what I
ever,
mean?
like, if you're handing them a drink, do they, like, you know, hold your hand a little bit more?
They
To, like,
always-
'cause that's what they
yeah,
do
they
with
try.
the girl you know, with the straight girl
they'll touch it.
bartenders. They're like, the guys are like, you know, because it's so funny. And I want to set something straight. A lot of people, like, say that, like, gay men are, like, freakier than, like, straight men. It's not true. A man is a man, and a man is just nasty. He's freakier than girls. I just want to set that straight. I think that's really good. So, okay, so Julio, you said a wife or a girlfriend?
Well, I would like her to be my fiance. I will ask her to marry me.
Okay, so she's your gonna be, but not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Fiance. Corey, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Really? What does she think about what you do?
Well, she would rather have me bartending at a gay bar than a straight bar.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? She's totally cool with it. She knows, you know, I'm confident in what I do, so there's no problems at all.
Victor, you attached?
Yes, I am. I actually met my girlfriend in the club.
You met your girlfriend at a gay club?
Yeah.
Did she think you were gay when she first met you?
Actually, she did, because I was working behind the bar.
Yeah.
But I kind of made a comment towards her, and her friend, who's gay, said, you know, I think he likes you.
You said, baby, I'm straight. I'm just gay for pay. Well, I have to tell you guys a story. When you said that you work at a gay bar where there's a mixed crowd, straight and gay crowd,
Yeah.
my friends had been trying to get me to go to this kind of like a bar restaurant in Los Angeles. It's called the Abbey. It's very, very, very popular. It's very posh, very nice place. So I went in there. First of all, I didn't want to leave because I was just getting so much love from all the gays, because Tyra loves the gays and the gays love Tyra. So anyway, I'm like feeling all like adult and ordering my virgin mojitos. And then the bartender said, like, that I heard somebody told me that the bartender wanted to make me a blueberry virgin mojito. I was like, bring it on. And then I look over, and the bartender was so fine. So me and all my gay friends, we're looking at like, oh my God, he's so fine, he's so fine. And but I'm still thinking he's gay. So I'm like, tell this guy, this fine-ass guy, to come over here so I can tell him I've never had a virgin mojito taste this good. He comes over to my table, and he's like, hey, Tyra, how you doing? What's up? And I'm like, what is going on? And it turns out he was straight. So that was the first time I ever saw that and understood that there are bartenders that are gay for pay. But he wanted to take me home. But I did not go home with them. We'll be right back. A straight model named Benjamin Manning is suing a photographer and a gay men's magazine for publishing a sexy picture of him without his consent. Now, he's outraged, and he says that now he's getting harassed by men who assume that he's gay when he is straight. But Dean says that he is a straight guy who has no problem posting sexy photos of himself and even performing sex acts on his X-rated website that caters to gay men. So let's check out some of these photos that Dean has on his website. The girls are like, yeah. What the heck is that one? Is that oranges? What is that? Oh, ketchup and mustard. Oh, child. He is the hot dog in that one. Okay. So you got into this modeling thing, right? This nude kind of modeling thing. Mm-hmm. And was it always for the intention of doing it for men?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, you knew immediately?
Absolutely. I mean, it was... I was working a steady job. It just really wasn't going anywhere. I wanted to start living life, and I saw the ad and immediately knew what it was.
Okay, so you went from working for them to starting your own website.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
So,
when I met with him, he made me very comfortable. He was just a really down-to-earth, really nice guy. And when you start, forking over the $100 bills, it was a really easy decision for me.
do you think any guy could be gay for pay if that much money was getting handed to them?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Who's straight in the audience? Any straight guys? Okay. Let me talk to you. Would you be, what's your name? Stand on up.
My name's Don.
What's your name?
Don.
Don, do you think you could be gay for pay?
I ain't doing nothing strange for a piece of change. They crazy.
Loved that. He just did a freestyle rap. Doing nothing strange for a piece of change. Okay. So you went from doing, you do it on your own now. So what types of things do you do on your webcam on your site?
It's mostly a lot of flexing, a lot of like body worshiping, more or less.
And then there's a private thing where they can request things?
No, they actually direct me. Yeah, I'd rather them direct me because who better to know than the actual fan and the client.
And so what do you say no to, or do you do everything?
Like toys and stuff I'm really not into, and yeah, not into that at all, actually. Other than that, it's, I do some other stuff with some other guys on there. I just really...
Oh, wait, you do stuff with other guys, so it's not just by yourself?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What do you do with the other guys?
Well, we just, mostly, they actually like kissing a lot.
So you have no problem kissing?
You know what, I'm just acting. I'm acting. Like I said, I want to put a good quality product out there. And I guess that if I fake it, they can tell. They're not stupid.
So you don't fake it. So does that mean you get aroused?
No, I don't think I get aroused. I just like to put a good product out.
Do you get aroused just a little bit sometimes?
Not really. No. Sorry to disappoint you. I
just
don't.
a little, because if you're kissing somebody, okay, you're kissing them. And you're not really touching bodies and stuff, and all you feel is lips. I mean, it could be anybody's lips.
Yeah, but when it's a man's facial, and it's kind of hard.
The hair and the face and stuff.
Yeah,
How do you block your mind off of facial hair and stubble and muscles?
You just do it.
So you have a girlfriend?
I do. She's standing right next to you.
Courtney, stand on up, Courtney. Courtney, hi. So, Courtney, how do you feel about him doing the gay porn?
I love it. I'm actually the one that made him start his own website.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Dean, would you consider yourself to be 100% straight?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
I have a little different interpretation, I guess, of sexuality. I love him. I know that he's heterosexual, but I also think he's a little bit bisexual. I just don't think that you could do what he does and not be somewhat bisexual. But he has a different opinion of that. He thinks that if he doesn't go out on his own searching for men, going to bars and whatnot, and trying to do that in his personal life, that makes him not gay, that he's heterosexual. Only because he's doing it for money that he thinks he's he's gay for pay or whatever. But I just, he does it, so I think he's bisexual.
So, let me ask you something. If he did webcam stuff and did scenes with women, how would you feel about that?
That's not allowed at all.
Oh, really?
No. I don't know, it's the boundaries of our relationship. Everybody has different boundaries. Our boundaries is that he can do his thing with guys, I do my thing with girls, and that's totally fine.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? So are you gay for pay too?
No, I dance for bachelor parties, and during the bachelor parties, me and my other girlfriends, we play with each other. So I guess for gay, for pay.
But do you get aroused?
Of course.
So
that's why I say I'm bisexual, so he's bisexual.
Do you think he gets aroused?
He has to.
All right, we'll be right back. Thanks.